YouTube. How's it going, guys? You good?
Right, guys, before we get into the video, I want to apologize. I know it's been a couple of weeks. That is going to change right now. I was trying to give this a bit of a rest because I literally could not do anything. It has improved massively over the last couple of weeks, so I feel like I'm able to we can get that system over and all of that done. That's not a problem. So moving forwards, I'm going to try and give you a couple of videos this weekend, and then following that, I'm going to try and release a video every 2 to 3 days. I'm going to say 3 days because what doing those 20 days up to Christmas showed me was that if I do a video a day, after I've filmed it, edited it, then uploaded it, then added the chapters and all that malarkey, gone through, checked that everything's fine on the upload, it's a day gone and I'm starting the next one. I'm never getting any sleep and I'm never getting to do anything. And I like to play games. I know I'm slightly inadequate at the moment, health-wise, but the NHS will get around to my operation, I'm sure. So I'm still waiting for that, and obviously I'm limited in what I can do, but I like to play games. I want to play some games, and I can't fill my day with videos to give you one every day, but I will try and make it like every 2 to 3 days. 3 days seems sensible, but I'm a little bit erratic. Another thing that I've also figured out is I'm not very good at filming bits of videos whilst they happen and then doing everything else around it, because that really screwed me up. Like, I'm better at doing a video, editing it, uploading it, than doing another video. So yeah, I've got stuff that we can get on with. We've got stuff coming forwards that I can move on with in the following months, which is good. Obviously I've got that upgrade coming. I know I've popped about it in the comments and I've mentioned it a couple of times in the videos, but I promise you I have everything that I need to do the modding on my 5070 Ti, and I just want my system over and I want everything complete over there before I do that. So that's next, and like I said, I just want it to be healthy. Anyway, enough about me, because it doesn't really freaking matter. At the end of the day, let's get to some content. So you're going to get some talking head, you can get some reviews, and you know, you're going to get some gaming. I'm going to try and make a 1 day for streaming. It's probably going to be like a Wednesday or Thursday, just to guarantee that my kids aren't here and stuff, utilising the internet. So I'm going to try and make 1 day for streaming, a game or such. Obviously first up is Half Sword. I see you, I know you asked for it. I tried it a little bit just to sort of try and acclimatise myself to the game, and yeah, I can see why you asked me to play it. Like, you only get one stream of that game, I'm telling you now. One stream. And then I'm uninstalling it. Anyways, should we get back to the video? Let's go. Guys, welcome to the video. Again, I apologise. We're going to make a difference. We're going to make a difference moving forwards. And like I said, I've got plenty to work through. We're going to start with these. Now, these things are a bit weird, guys. I want to talk to you about these things. I paid like £17.50, so like $20, $22 or something for these. What these are they are desk edge cushions, elbow cushions. I don't know what you would call them. Now, I'm actually genuinely impressed by the things. Do they do what? I don't know whether I can really recommend this set of them, but the concept of them is just, for me, it's a bit of a game changer when it comes to your desk. I mean, like I said, they're fairly inexpensive, and if, like me, you're on keyboard and mouse, and say, for example, On my mouse side, obviously I use this attack shark thing for my wrist here. I have a video upgrading this thing, so stay tuned. That's going to be coming in the next couple of days. But between that, even without that, you always end up sort of leaning like your forearm on the desk there, and I always end up with like a sore here. Not so much on this side because I've been using a big cushion setup and stuff for this side because of supporting it and that, because of my neck. But I have started trying to utilise this. Gaming sessions are a lot shorter, so I'm probably going to have to go back to the cushion stuff until this gets sorted. But regardless, even them just being there, so for in-gaming, I don't get any sores or creases or anything here anymore. Now I have these things. The fact that they just hook onto the edge of the desk is kind of elite. Now, these particular ones, they don't have a super grippy bottom, but they don't really move about unless you want to move them about. Now, I went with the two separate 30 centimetre ones or 12-inch pads instead of the full 24-inch or 60 centimetre pad, which is just one long one. Mainly because of my current situation, plus I use a full-sized keyboard, I game quite wide. I have quite a wide stance when I'm gaming, which means being able to separate these so that they sit comfortably underneath my forearms wherever I'm positioning myself is elite. So these are actually pretty good, plus they're wonderfully floppy. You can do this, it's fun. Now, I went with this set mainly because they were the cheapest ones I could find, and, you know, we all work into a budget. But also, almost all of them seem to be like sort of flat with these big, ugly dimples in them. And I just don't understand why you want that on your desk. They just look disgusting. Like, just looking at them. I don't have that whole, what is it called, tryptophobia or anything. I don't care about there being loads of holes and stuff. That's not my problem. I just think that they are ugly. Exhibit A. I mean, guys, just take me a moment and just tell me why you would want that sat on your desk. Why anyone would look at that and go, yeah, that's the one for me. No, I couldn't do it. And so I was actually trying to find a smooth one, but the only smooth ones I could find are like, they had a fake leather print on them, and they just looked like leather printed rubber, and that to me just looked crap, and it looked like it was just going to make my arm sweat. So I one moment. So yeah, I got these instead. I wasn't necessarily super happy about the bumps, but they're better than the holes and dimply holes, much better than that. However, they are the cheapest. They are pretty roughly thrown together. I mean, if you can look around the edge is definitely going to fray at some point. I don't know if you see that. Definitely going to fray at some point. That's not a question. And the QA on this set is somewhat ridiculous. I mean, this came as a pair. Can anyone else see the problem here? I will tell you exactly what's happened. You see, what's happened is these foam pads are obviously created in a mold. They do have like a hard card, bit of card or a bit of plastic in there that gives a sort of support, but it's got rubber underneath it and on top, so when you lean into it, it just sort of like just supports you so that you never hit the desk. It kind of works. It's cheaply made, but it kind of works. But what's happened is obviously these are stamp molded, and what happens is they have these molds that fit in, and this is the end of life of the mold. This is what it looks like when it's right at the very end of their life. The mold will crack, and then they won't make another one with that mold. They'll see the crack in the mold, they'll get rid of it. It probably cracked on this one, and they just printed it anyway. And then this is a brand new mold, and that is the difference. But the main problem is it looks like this one. It looks like I've had this one for a year or so. But they do work the same, and in all honesty, something I didn't realise, because obviously obviously they make a massive difference to your forearms if you're on the desk. But also, if you're the kind of person to watch content and you're the kind of person to like lean on your elbows, I can't even explain to you how much more comfortable this is. Or if you put your arm down to lean on, they make such a difference. So I'm recommending edge cushions for your desks. I am recommending them, and the advantage with them being this small and stuff is if you just need the desk space and you need these gone, whoop, they're gone, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? You can chuck them in a drawer or something. Done. In a drawer. Not in the way anymore. As soon as you want them out, hook them on. They're not sticky, so nothing's going to stick to them, but they're always going to have a little bit of grip, which is always nice. And I never understood how much this feels nice on my fingies until I had them. And I actually find myself, if I'm sat upright, just literally stroking them on the desk. I'm not going to lie. I literally just sit here and I'll just be like, let's say I'm watching something or something, and I just find myself stroking them or like just pushing a couple of these bumps down, and it's nice. I'm not going to lie, it's nice. So, do I recommend these pads? I will leave a link in the description for these particular set. Do I recommend them? No. Mainly because of the QA, and that's about it really. I mean, they are the cheapest. The thing is, I'm not disappointed in my purchase as such because I paid very little for them. Because they do a job. I am irritated at how different these two are. That is a given. But as a concept, as a product, as these edge of desk things, yeah, I would recommend you getting some cushions for the edge of your desk, especially if you use like a wrist rest and stuff. Like, it just lines everything up really nicely, especially with the attack shark, like, because that's already raising my wrist up. Everything just lines up nice and straight to the mouse, which is far less stress on this side. So yeah, that is better for me because I don't concentrate on that side. I'm constantly aware of how much pain I'm in on this side. I'm just trying to keep this side, which does a lot of the work, it's doing the keyboard, so it does a lot of the work, and I'm trying to keep it at a position where I can comfortably do that for a couple of hours without this causing too much that I have to actually stop, which is why streaming's become difficult. So having this side to just, so I never have to think about this side anymore, like, it just does it. It's so much more comfortable, and once we've upgraded this, I'll be sorted that side. I'll be completely sorted that side. I don't need to worry about my mouse and stuff, I feel, as soon as I've upgraded this thing. So I'm super happy with these things in a sense of what they provide to me. In a sense of how they look, not so much. I would very much like them both to be like this, mostly because it would be far more enjoyable on both hands. Although I still get enjoyment out of both. I really do like how these feel on my fingies. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. How terrible is this QA? It's not good, is it? It's not good, is it? Yeah, and I'll probably see you tomorrow or something, because a couple of videos this weekend. And yeah. Oh, before we go, anyone that has joined my channel from the Trofeo Vision video, literally in the last day or so, this thing has started being weird. I've got a couple of things that I want to look at to see if they make a difference. I'm going to look at those things, and as soon as I found found the fault or the issue, I will get back to you straight away on that. So stay tuned. If you haven't bought one yet, maybe hold out. Because up to now it's been absolutely sweet. So, and if I have to RMA it, I will obviously give you some sort of feedback on how that's gone as well. So stay tuned for that. I have it disconnected at the minute because of its weirdness, but we'll get into that in another video. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you, bye. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Share.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.